guys, and this time welcome from Kiev in the Ukraine. So we've just come from Moscow in Russia, where we couldn't film any videos because we were staying in a hostel, but we had the most amazing time. We did a tour of the Kremlin and the Armory and a walking tour of the cities. We're going to learn a lot more about the history, and Matt also got a super cool tattoo.
Hey!
So now that Top 20 has been announced, most people are probably thinking about what ticket that they're going to get. So there are a lot of ticket types, and we're going to try and touch on all of them today. But do bear in mind that is going to make this quite a long video. So we will provide a link to the timestamp of each ticket that we talk about, and that way you can just jump to the type that you're interested in. So looking at the Tomorrowland that's just been, and rough numbers of ticket sales, there are 400,000 tickets available, and 200,000 of those went in the Belgian pre-sale alone. The next 100,000 of those went in the regular pre-sale, and then 70,000 of those went in the worldwide sale, with the final 30,000 going to Global Journey.
So we're just going to lead this video with a rough order of the sales, so you have an idea of what things go in what order. So the first one is the Global Journey and Discover Europe travel packages. We will refer to them as the Global Journey packages for the rest of the video. And this sale goes live on the 18th of January 2020. This will be followed by the Top 20 sale, which you only have to worry about if you or a good friend have a Top 20 link which you can use. And in 2019, that sale was on the 22nd of January. Also on the 22nd of January in 2019 was the Friendship Garden sale. Now, after this, we have the Belgian only sale. So if you're a Belgian resident, you can access this sale, and in 2019, that was on the 26th of January. Now, the worldwide pre-sale for this year is the 25th of January, and the worldwide sale is the 1st of February. The final sale is the Travel Partners, which last year was approximately the 4th of February. And then the waiting list and exchange desk will open after this. So last year it was about the 5th of February, and this releases waves of tickets over the following few months.
So now we're going to go into your various ticket options and the rough costs associated with those. So the prices that we're using for the majority of these are based on the worldwide sale cost and include shipping to your country, but not the slightly cheaper pre-sale prices. So first up is your most basic Full Madness Pass. So this is your normal ticket and provides entrance to Tomorrowland for all 3 days. It doesn't include any camping in the campground, which is called Dreamville, and that is approximately €320. The slight step up from this is your Full Madness Comfort Pass. So this is your VIP ticket, and this provides entrance to Tomorrowland for the 3 days and also access to VIP areas. So last year they were set up at 4 different stages, including main stage, and it gives you quicker entrance to the festivals, some VIP toilets, and one of them also had a swimming pool set up. So these tickets are priced at around €540.
So now we'll touch on some of the camping options. So we'll start with the basic camping option, which is your Magnificent Greens Dreamville camping option. Real mouthful. With a Full Madness ticket. So Full Madness ticket for your 3 days of Tomorrowland, and also 4 days of camping in the Dreamville campground at their most basic area, which is called Magnificent Greens. This also gives you access to the Gathering pre-party on the Thursday night, which is in Dreamville. So without any camping gear, this ticket is approximately €400. So for a slight step up from here is the Easy Tent option, which is your Full Madness 3-day ticket to Tomorrowland and Easy Tent camping at Dreamville. So the Easy Tent camping area is slightly closer to the festival. It's a better location than Magnificent Greens as far as it's less walking. And when you arrive, your tent will already be erected, and it will be full of your camping gear. So you'll have a bed, and you'll have block mattress and a sleeping bag. So for a twin share, so 2 people sharing the tent, it's approximately €515 each.
And it is worth noting that all of these that are Dreamville tickets will also include access to the Gathering. So that's the pre-party on the Thursday night. So next up, step up again, is your Full Madness Pass with a lockable DreamLodge tent. So this has 2 fully equipped beds, 2 Dreamville Relax chairs and a table, a USB power outlet, interior lighting and a locker. And again, assuming 2 people are going to be sharing the accommodation, this is approximately €950 each. On par with this is a full Madness Pass with a lockable Kokono tent. So this comes with a raised wooden deck and a canvas roof, a bed with foam mattresses, duvets, pillows, and a cotton bed linen, 2 bath towels, a small mirror, battery operated lanterns, a doormat, a power outlet, interior lighting and a locker. So quite a lot of things associated with that one. And the price for that, again, assuming 2 people are sharing, is approximately €1,000 each. So when it comes to the cabanas, the Kokonos, the spectacular DreamLodge, these all come in at about the €1,000 mark each. These do sell out very quickly, even when you're going for a global journey package. The final accommodation that we have for Dreamville is the Friendship Garden. So this is when you get your own private garden area, a Tomorrowland group shelter, and separate sanitary facilities. So these are sold on the basis that there are going to be 10 friends that are going to be camping together. However, only one of you can purchase it. So the price is €4,200 for all of you. So one of your friends buys it and the rest of you just pay €420 each to that person. It is worth noting that this does have a separate pre-registration, so we will link that down below. And so they have a pre-sale for Friendship Garden only packages. However, if you don't get a link for that and you can't get into that sale, Friendship Garden is also available in the regular pre-sale and worldwide sale.
So now I'm just going to touch on the global journey options. So the global journey options that I'm going to talk about are assuming a full Madness Pass with Dreamville Magnificent Greens camping with no tent, so the most basic option. So you can order the global journeys with the other types of accommodation that Meg mentioned previously. You can get your dream lodges and stuff like that, but they also do sell out incredibly quickly, even on a global journey. So one of the most important things to remember with the global journey is that you don't actually have to use the global journey. So a lot of people buy a global journey just to get a guaranteed ticket to Tomorrowland and camping in Dreamville. So for example, last year I bought a global journey bus from Aachen in Germany, but I got my treasure case sent to me in New Zealand, then I made my own way to Tomorrowland and then my own way to, I think it was Greece after that. So I never used the global journey, but I used the Tomorrowland ticket to get in, and obviously the Dreamville camping as well. Meg did it differently.
Yeah, so I also purchased a global journey package from Aachen in Germany, but because I was visiting my mom in the UK beforehand, it was going to be way too expensive for me to fly directly into Belgium. So I used my global journey a bit strategically. So I flew into Eindhoven in Netherlands because that was the cheapest place for me, and caught a train into Belgium. But then when it came to leaving, I used my global journey package to get me out into Aachen. Then I caught a train to Dusseldorf and flew out from there. So you don't have to use all of your global journey, you can use none of it, or you can just use some of it like I did.
So regardless of how much of your global journey you use, I just think of it as the price you pay to get a guaranteed ticket, really. So now we're just going to touch on a few of the price options that you have, just so when you go to buy your global journeys, you've got a bit of an idea of how much it's going to cost you. So I'll break it down using the transport methods. Now remember, this is your base price, assuming it's your Magnificent Greens camping and no camping gear. So your plane tickets from within Europe start at about the €950 mark, so that'll be a flight from somewhere in Europe, say London, to Brussels, and then your Tomorrowland ticket and your Dreamville camping, and then your flight home. The bus packages start at about €730, making them the cheapest option, and your train packages are around the €850 mark as your starting option. There are also Discover Europe packages, which involve a bit of a trip around Europe with a group of people who will end up at Tomorrowland at the end of the package. It's expensive, but it's a great way to see Europe with a group of like-minded people if the budget isn't, if you've got a bit of a budget. So there are also global journey hotel and hostel options. These are about €1,000 to €1,500, and this depends on how many stars your hotel is and whether you're sharing it with 1 or 2, 3 people. These were only available for train and flight options, I believe, last year. but they're a good option if you're not that into camping.
So your final option that we're going to touch on here is getting a ticket through the global travel partners. So these are operated by companies like Busabout and are generally similar but slightly more expensive to a global journey ticket, but operate on the same sort of concept. So these packages will include your transport from a city in Europe, your camping, and your festival tickets. The benefit of buying these is that they're released after all of the other sales. So if you miss out on getting a pre-sale or a worldwide sale and a friendship garden, you can then try your luck with one of the travel partners. Generally, only the Magnificent Greens are offered as a camping option, so if you're after something a bit more luxe like a DreamLodge or a cabana, you're not going to be able to get that through a travel partner.
So that pretty much wraps up our look at some of the ticket options. We haven't covered everything, but we've had a good nudge. It should give you a starting point, and then if you want more information on any of these options, you can either comment below and we'll try and help you out, or you can just get on Google and have a wee hunt around. We will be doing a bit more of a deep dive into some of these options, especially the Global Journey one, because that is the best way to get guaranteed tickets. So until then, we'll see you soon, I guess. Goodbye.